हेलो फ्रेंड्स। आज हम थर्मोडायनेमिक्स का एक बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन वर्क पे बनाने वाले हैं। पहले हमने वर्क के बारे में डिस्कशन की थी। आज थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट तरीके का क्वेश्चन है, इसको बना के देखते हैं कैसे सॉल्व होगा और इससे हमको बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा, इसीलिए मैं ये सवाल डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ। चलिए देखते हैं क्वेश्चन क्या है। क्वेश्चन कहता है कि ए क्लोज सिलेंडर ऑफ 0.25 मीटर डायामीटर इज फिटेड विद ए लाइट फ्रिक्शनलेस पिस्टन। ये एक क्लोज सिलेंडर है, साथ के साथ समझते चलेंगे ताकि आपको। ये एक क्लोज सिलेंडर है, दिस वन। ये सिलेंडर है और इसको एक फ्रिक्शनलेस पिस्टन के साथ फिक्स किया गया। ये पिस्टन है, ठीक है। Retained by the piston retained by a catch in the cylinder wall and a volume on one side piston of the air 750 kilonewton per meter square। ये कह रहा है कि यहाँ पे एक कैच लगा के इस पिस्टन को होल्ड किया गया और इस साइड में एयर फिलअप हुई है, जिस एयर का जो प्रेशर है वो है 750 किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर। ये इन्होंने दिया हुआ है डेटा। द वॉल्यूम ऑफ अदर साइड इज इवैक्यूएटेड। ये जो साइड है वैक्यूम है, ठीक है, इवैक्यूएट कर दिया गया है। ए स्प्रिंग इज माउंटेड कोएक्सियली विद द सिलेंडर। यहाँ देख रहे हैं आप, जैसे एक स्प्रिंग लगा हुआ है with the cylinder in its evacuated space to give a force of 120 न्यूटन on the piston in this position। इनिशियल पोजीशन में जो स्प्रिंग की स्प्रिंग फोर्स जनरेट कर रहा है, जो अप्लाई कर रहा है, दैट इज इक्वल टू 120 न्यूटन। 120 Newton on the piston. This catch is released and piston travels along the cylinder until it comes to the rest after stroke of 1.2 मीटर। यहाँ से इस कैच को हटा दिया जाता है। जैसे ही ये कैच हटेगा वैसे ही ड्यू टू प्रेशर ऑफ एयर, compressed air, the piston will start moving in this side and compressing the spring. As you know, the spring force increases linearly. The spring force will definitely follow the linear law, and the final value after traveling 1.2 meter, the value is said to be that is equal to 5 kilonewton. It means what? After traveling a stroke of 1.2 meter, the spring is applying a force of 5 kilonewton on that particular plate piston, and the initial condition is this. Now the question is, calculate the work done by the compressed air on the piston. So there are two ways of thinking. One is the work done by the compressed air will be stored in the form of spring energy. So here we must calculate the work done on the spring force, so that it will be the amount of energy stored in the spring due to the work done by the air. So let us first calculate the spring constant. And spring constant, there are two things. If I take the equation for force of spring is equal to a plus bx, as it is given linear increases, I have written equation of line. Now you see, F, that is force, in the condition of when F is equal to F1, x is equal to 0, it means the value of A is equal to 120 Newton. Now if I put the value F1 in this particular equation, the linear equation, what I will get? I will get force is equal to 120 plus Bx. Now analyzing the condition for when the piston has traveled 1.2 meter, and we have to calculate the value of B so that we can get the complete equation. So that is the force is 5 kilonewton, so that will be equal to 5000 Newton is equal to 120 plus B into x. and the value of x has been given for this situation, that is equal to 1.2 meter. So definitely we will utilize that, and this will be b into 1.2. Now if you solve the value, you will get something. The value of b is equal to 5000 minus 120 divided by 1.2. Okay, this is b. It is little bit confusing, let us write like that, bx b. So the value of b we will get something like that. After solving, you will get the value that is equal to 4066.7 Newton per meter. Newton per meter. Now the question should be why I have written the unit to be Newton per meter. So you know homogeneity of dimensions, and if length is multiplied, b has to, this product has to give the distance unit Newton. That's why the unit of b must be Newton per meter. So this will be 4066.7 Newton per meter. So this is the value of b, and thus we have got the equation that is equal to F is equal to 120 plus 4066.7x. Now if I have to calculate the work done by the spring force, or I can say the amount of energy stored in the spring due to the work done by the compressed air, in both situations what I have to do, that is f dot dx integration. Now this is suppose this is work done or energy stored, so this will be something like that, f0 to 1.2, and this will be 120 plus 4066.7 into x dx. Okay, this is very simple integration that you will get. Here we will have 120x plus 4066.7 x square upon 2. Limit is 0 to 1.2. Initial situation I have taken the extension initial force F, that 120 Newton I have taken as initial condition. That's why I have taken the initial compression or extension to be 0. To be very clear, now what we have to do, we have to put the value and we have to solve the equation. You know, if you will put and solve this equation, what you will get? You will get 3072.3 joule of the energy stored or the work done. We can say this can be written as written in kilojoules also. So this will be approximately equal to 3.072 kilojoule of the energy stored in the spring due to the air work, and this will be definitely equal to the work done by the that particular compressed air. Now why I am able to get this equation and why I am able to calculate like this just by equating the spring force, or work done by spring force should be equal to the work done by the compressed air on the piston. That is only due to that piston is frictionless. If there would have been some friction, there must be a energy loss that must be accommodated. But here situation is different in the question. You can see You can see in this particular question there is frictionless piston. That's why the work done by the compressed air must be equal to the energy stored in the spring. Okay, thank you. We will discuss next question in the next lecture.